Hi Newfield artists, I hope you guys had a nice long weekend and today I want to show you how you can make your own heart garland, and I'm going to show you two different ways that you can do that. And I really like hearts. So hearts are great because they represent kindness and love, and those are two things that are always in season. So this is a perfect time to make some heart garland, and it can be hung up around your house. You can keep it in your room, anywhere that you want to spread a little So love. This first way I'm going to show you is going to be sort of like a three-dimensional heart, and it's going to repeat to make some garland on a string. And I have 3 pieces of paper here. If you want to do them all the same color, that's fine. If you wanted to do more than 3 pieces, that's fine too. You'll just have even more hearts. And if you just have white paper and you wanted to maybe color or decorate with crayons or markers or whatever you have, first you can do that. And I am just going to be folding this. I'm going to be doing this with the same thing with all 3 of my sheets, but I'm going to fold it in half a few times so that I get 8 equal parts. So I just folded that in half 3 times, and I'm going to unfold it. And I should have 8 equal boxes here. So what I'm going to do next is just cut them out. So I'll speed this up a little. So I just went ahead and I just separated into 3 piles, so I have the colors in their own pile. And next thing I want to do is I just want to turn them all into hearts that are the same size and shape. So I am going to, you could fold your paper either this way if you wanted kind of a shorter heart, or you can fold it this way if you wanted it to be a little longer. So I'm going to fold it this way just because that's my preference. And this could be, the first one you do could sort of just be your tracer. So I folded it in half, and you can trace first or you can just go for it and cut, and that's actually what I'm going to do. So starting at the fold, at the bottom here, I'm just going to go up a nice diagonal line, and then I'm going to curve it around and bring it down like that. So I kept it folded. I cut out like half of a heart shape, so when I open it, I have a complete heart there. And you can just continue on and use this to trace. Actually, I'm going to make it a little bit more rounded, but you can use this to trace, or I'll use a different color to just so it stands out a little more, or you can fold and then take your first one, which could be your tracer, and wrap it around like that, and then you can cut. So this could sort of be like your guide as you go. So you want to turn all of these little pieces of paper into hearts. So I'll speed this up while I do that. So the next thing you're going to need is some glue. I have some regular glue here, and also a piece of string or yarn, something like that. And I am going to take my first 2. So each heart on the strand of garland is going to have 3. So that's why we have 3 colors here. And I am going to keep it folded. So I'm just picking up my first color here. And I'm going to put some glue around, mostly just the edges. Then I'm going to take my next one, which will be this yellow, keeping it folded, going right on top, so just matching it up. It's the same size, the same shape. It's pretty easy to do. Okay, and then I am going to add in my piece of yarn here. So I'm getting that right in the middle, in the center there. And I'm going to take my third one. And that's going to go right on top like that. So now you can kind of open it up. That string is in the middle there. And as you go, you can keep on going down your string. Ooh, that's pretty cool. It kind of spins like that. So I'm going to speed this up and keep that going, following those same steps. So I want to show you another way that you can make heart garland, and you just need some paper strips that are about the same size. So just paper strips, not too thin, not too long, and you also need a stapler. You could also use tape, but this is the easiest way I found, is to use a stapler. And this is one that I had started already. So you kind of you get to see the heart shapes come through. And to start it, I'm just going to get some more strips. So to cut those strips, I just got a piece of paper folded, and I just started cutting strips. They don't have to be too perfect, but just about the same size, the same width, and about the same length. So just like that. And to start it, I take 4 of those strips. So I have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to staple them together right at the bottom. Then the 2 pieces, the 2 strips that are on the outside are going to come down, and the 2 on the inside, I'm going to just form a heart shape. So I'm bringing those 2 pieces in, and I'm going to add a staple right here. So I'm noticing that heart shape come through, and I'm going to be careful with the stapler. So I have my first heart, and then these 2 that were left over from the outside, I'm just going to staple the bottom. So they are already connected. So this has already created the top of the next heart. So I just have to bring these down and staple there. So that's how you start it. And then from there, you can take another 2 pieces, 2 strips of paper, and you get them on the outside. On the outside. So it should look something like that. On the outside there. Staple. And then those come down to make another heart. And you could go on and on until you have a nice long piece of garland. It's up to you how long it becomes. So you can just keep on going just like that. So those are 2 really fun ways to make some garland. And it's a nice way to decorate your home, maybe your room, put it around a window. If a window's open or it's outside on a porch maybe and it blows, and you can kind of get to see the different colors of the garland. So those were 2 ways, and this is the other way. So use any colors you might have. If you just have white paper, you can always add color with crayon or marker, different designs and patterns. So be creative and have fun. Be sure to take pictures and post them for us so we can see your beautiful artwork. Have a great day, everyone.